Hello, my name's Dave Suckling and you're watching another episode of Fresh Off the Press English. Today we're talking about tigers. It's Friday, the 12th of October 2018. This news comes from Mother Jones. The news is good news from Nepal. The number of tigers living in the wild has increased a lot in the past few years. Let's look at the headline. One happy tidbit from Nepal. The country's tiger population is increasing. Tidbit. Tidbit. So a tidbit just means something which is small, some kind of news, good news, like a small piece of good news, a tidbit. Literally a tidbit, I would say, means something which is small. Can you give me a tidbit of bread, please? Just a little bit. Tidbit. Little bit. A tidbit. Just a little of something. A tidbit. The Nepalese government's most recent tiger census found that 235 of the majestic creatures are now roaming the country's Himalayan jungles. Census. Census. Now, a census is what a government does, or scientists do, to try and count the number of, usually, people that live somewhere. They do a census. Here it's a tiger census, which means we are collecting information about tigers. We do a census. Roaming. Roaming. This word roaming just means walking around. Living there. Literally, we're talking about tigers here. So when we say the tigers are roaming the country's Himalayan jungles, we mean the tigers are walking around in the jungle. Roaming. Usually, I suppose it means walking a long distance. To roam somewhere is to walk a long way. So these tigers are living in large areas. They are roaming around, moving around. Rampant hunting and poaching, habitat loss, and the disappearance of prey had reduced their global numbers to as few as 3,200 individuals. Rampant. Rampant. If something is rampant, it means it's happening all over the place. It's happening a lot. And usually we use the word rampant to describe something bad which is happening a lot. Okay, smoking by teenagers is rampant. You know, it's something bad, but lots of teenagers do it. It's rampant. Rampant. Poaching. Poaching. Now here we have hunting. Hunting meaning shooting them, yeah? Normally, you buy a license, you pay money to shoot a tiger. Now, poaching is basically the same as hunting, except poaching is illegal. It's people killing tigers when they're not allowed to. That is called poaching. When you kill an animal and you're not allowed to kill that animal. Poaching elephants, poaching rhinos, poaching. When we kill an animal, but we're not supposed to kill that animal. It's against the law. Nepal is a great example for other tiger range countries to step up and commit to the same level of political will and excellence. Range. Range. Now here we're saying tiger range. Now the range, just in this story, range means area. So we're saying Nepal is a great example for other tiger area countries where tigers go. Yeah, the areas where tigers live, tiger range, where the tigers live, the area, the range of the tiger. Political will. Political will. So this word will meaning your choice to do something. This is my will. I want to do this. Political will meaning the choice of the government to do something, to say we are going to do this and doing it. This is political will. Let's look at the new words from today's video. Tidbit. Tidbit. Census. Census. Roaming. Roaming. Rampant. Rampant. Poaching. Poaching. Range. Range. Political will. Political will. These are good words when we want to talk about animals, looking after wild animals. Poaching, killing wild animals. Range, where they live. Census, the number of the animals. Political will, how our governments can do something about animal conservation problems with looking after animals. Write down these words and remember them. They are useful words to know. It's good news. Of course, it's very important to protect these, what we call them, apex predators, the top of the food chain animals, because they do serve an important role. We need all of the animals to do well, because it's a balance. It's a harmony of different animals in our environment, and so we need to protect more tigers. I think it's a good story. I've been to Nepal myself many times, and I always enjoy walking in the jungle. Never seen a tiger though, not in the jungle. No. But go to Nepal, maybe you could. Thank you for watching this episode of Fresh Off the Press English. I hope I can see you again tomorrow for another interesting news story from around the world. As always, don't be bored, be busy.